Hello students, welcome to digital classes of Mallareddy Memorial School. Today we are going to learn the topic from metals and non-metals, that is categorization of metals and non-metals. We know the metals and non-metals are very important for us. So how they are categorized based on their properties, now we are going to see. Up to now we learn physical properties of metals and non-metals. Right? Now we are going to see the categorization of metals and non-metals. That means how they are arranged in a periodic table according to their properties. Right? See, this is a periodic table. So, in this periodic table, the metals and non-metals are arranged according to their properties. You can see here the group 1A elements. Right? So, the vertical columns are known as groups and horizontal rows are called periods. So, here this is the 1A group and this is the 2A group. You can observe this middle part is considered as the B group. Okay? This is the 1B and this is the 2B and remaining here 3rd B, 4th B, 5th B, 6th B, 7th B. And in 8th we have 3 groups. So, this middle part is considered as the B group and the left part considered as the A group again. So, let's finish the first A group. So, this is the 3rd A group and 4th A group, 5th A, 6th A, 7th A and 8th A. Right? So, all these are A groups. Right? So, what is the valency of these groups? So, you can see here the valency of 1A group elements is 1 and the valency of 2A group elements is 2 and 3A group elements is the valency is 3 and for 4A group elements 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Right? So, like this we consider the valency of the elements. So, the electrons present in the valency shell are giving according to their group number. So, for 1A group elements the valency is 1, for 2A group elements the valency is 2. Like that we are giving the valency of the electrons. Right? So, see here 1A group elements. So, these 1A group elements are also known as alkali metals. So, all the 1A group elements are considered as the metals. Right? So, in this, when these group elements are reacted with water, for example, here I have taken sodium. Right? You can observe this in this picture. These are the 1A group elements. So, when these 1A group elements are reacted with water, they will form the corresponding hydroxides and releases hydrogen gas. The 1A group elements when reacted with water, it will form corresponding hydroxides and release hydrogen gas. Right? So, we can call the hydroxide are the alkali metals. So, you can see here the metals, when these metals are reacted with water, they will form metal hydroxides. Nothing but we can say that the substances are alkali and releases hydrogen gas. So, we can say that these elements as alkali metals, they will show metallic nature. Right? And these metals are form hydroxides. When they react with water, will form hydroxides and releases hydrogen gas. So, the valency of these elements is 1. Right? So, we can consider these elements as the alkali metals. So, from these metals, all these 1A group elements are soft. That means we can cut these metals with the help of knife. We can cut these metals with knife. So you can see in this slide, the sodium metal is cutted with knife, right? So that much of soft nature is there for 1A group elements. They are very soft, means they can cut with knife, right? So some of the properties of these 1A group elements is they are soft, that means can be cut with a knife, and they have ionic nature. Ionic nature means what? So ionic nature is nothing but the transfer of electrons takes place. That means the valency of the 1A group elements is 1. They transfer the 1 electron to the another metals, another non-metals. Okay. So here ionic nature means the transfer of electrons will be takes place. How many electrons will be transferred? That means only 1 electron will be transferred from these elements, because the valency of the 1A group elements is 1. So the transfer of electrons takes place. They have ionic nature also. And we know these metals, when reacted with water, it will form corresponding hydroxides and releases hydrogen gas, right? These are some of the properties of 1A group elements. Then come to the 2A group elements. For the 2A group elements, what is the valency? We know valency of 2A group elements is 2. So see here, we can call these 2A group elements as alkaline earth metals. We can also call these metals are alkaline earth metals, because these oxides are occur in earth crust. We can find these oxides from the earth crust. So that's why we can say these elements as the alkaline earth metals. And these elements also, when reacts with water, it will form hydroxides, okay, and releases hydrogen gas. And we know for these elements the valency is 2. That means these elements releases 2 electrons. That means the transfer of 2 electrons will be takes place. Here also, when these elements are reacts with water, will form hydroxides only and releases hydrogen gas. Okay, it will form corresponding oxides, because we can find these elements from the earth crust. So that's why we can say that oxides occur in earth crust. So these are also completely metals. So we can call 2A group elements also alkaline earth metals, right? So see the some of the properties of these 2A group elements. So these metals are harder than alkali metals. When compared to 1A group elements, these metals are hard, right? And these elements also have ionic nature. That means these elements also have transfer of electrons takes place. So what is the valency of these elements? 2. So here the transfer of 2 electrons takes place. Okay. So these elements, when reacts with water, they will form corresponding hydroxides and releases hydrogen gas. So these are some of the properties of these 2A group elements. Now see this middle part. So this middle part is you can see here this middle part is B group, right? 1B, 2B, 3B, 4B, 5th B, 6th B, 7th B and 8th. In that 3 parts are there, 3 groups, right? We can consider these totally B group. So we can say these elements as the transition metals. That means the transition occurs from the left side to the right side. right? So the transition takes place from the left side of the periodic table to the right side of the periodic table. So that's why we are keeping these metals elements in the middle of the periodic table. So we can call these are the metals, transition metals. So all these elements are considered as the metals only. It will show the metallic properties. So that's why we can say these elements are the transition metals. Okay. So in this, the 1B, 2B and 3rd B, 4th B, 5th B, 6th B and 7th B and finally 8th. In that 8th we have 3 groups. So totally the B group considered as the transition metals. Okay. Now see. So in the periodic table, you can observe here, one on the bottom 2 series are there. Why these series are not included in the periodic table? Why they are left from the periodic table? So these elements are placed at the bottom of the periodic table. Why we are not including these elements in the periodic table? So here these elements are also part of the periodic table. So here if we can see this picture in 3D, we can observe the 2 series. So see here, this 3rd B group, here in these rows we have lanthanides and actinides. So these lanthanides and actinides have 2 series. So when we are observing in 3D, we can observe these 2 series. So when we are writing on the paper or when we want to show on the board, so that is not possible to show. So that's why we will take the 2D structure. So that's why these elements are takes at the bottom of the periodic table. Actually, these elements also included in this periodic table only. Okay. So you can see here these elements which are there at the bottom of the periodic table. We can call these elements as the inner transition elements. So all these elements also metals. These 2 series elements are also metals. So we can call these elements as the inner transition metals. See here, now come to the left side part of the periodic table, sorry, right side part of the periodic table. So here we have 3rd A group, that is here. The valency of the 3rd A group is 3. There is no special name for these elements. So we can call these elements as the 3rd A group, or we can say this is a boron family. Okay. So here these elements also loses 3 electrons. These elements also ionic nature, means these elements also metals. Okay. So these also we can call metals, because here these elements also lose 3 electrons to get octet configuration. Okay. And next 4th A group elements. The valency of these elements is 4. So these elements have the valence electrons 4. That means these elements do not lose the electrons and they do not gain the electrons. Instead of losing and gaining, they will share the electrons. Okay. They will share the electrons, and here these elements also considered as the metals. So here you can see the element carbon. So we can say this group as a carbon family. So the carbon, or we can also call it as coal. So it will show the non-metallic properties. It will show non-metallic characteristics. So we can say that carbon is a non-metal. And next come to 5th A group. The valency of these elements is 5, and next 6th A group 6 valency, and 7th A group 7 valency, and 8th A group the valency is 8. So here the 8th A group elements, That means the valency electrons are there 8. So there is no need to share the electrons, lose the electrons or gain the electrons. Okay. So that means we can say these 8A group elements are stable in nature. So because of this stability, we can say those elements as the noble gas elements, or we can also say zero group elements, right. So 8A group elements also called as zero group elements or noble gas elements, because the electrons present in the valency shell 8. So because of that 8 electrons, there is no need of gaining of electrons, sharing of electrons or losing of electrons. They will not take part in the chemical reaction. And come to this 8A group element beside 5th, 6th, 7th A group elements are there. These elements, to get octet configuration in the valency shell, they will gain the electrons. That means the 5th A group elements gain 3 electrons to get octet configuration, and 6th A group elements gain 2 electrons to get octet configuration, and 7th A group elements gain 1 electron to get octet configuration, right. So depends upon the valency electrons, they take the electrons to fulfill the octet configuration. So here this 5th A, 6th A and 7th A group elements are known as the non-metals. These elements completely non-metals, because here these elements are gaining the electrons to get octet configuration, and based on their properties we can say these 3 group elements are non-metals, right. So before we saw 1A and 2A group elements, 3rd A and 4th A group elements considered as the metals, and the B group totally considered as the metals, and the inner transition elements also considered as the metals. So here 5th A, 6th A and 7th A group elements considered as the non-metals, right. So this is the categorization of metals and non-metals in the periodic table. Okay.